bringing old Rikki here out of retirement has sparked a big debate. Rikki or Kennedy? And I don't think that debate's fair, personally. We'll get into that later, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to just show them side by side. So Miss Stephanie here is going to be our jockey on Miss Kennedy. She's gonna do her, I'm gonna ride Rikki, and we're just gonna show you their walk, jog, extended jog, lope, and we'll let you decide. So let's get to it. We're starting with the walk. The walk is a 4-beat gait. It is meant to be an even pace. You don't really want it to be too stop and start to stay slow. You just want it to be a flat-footed gait that is good for your horse. As you see, Kennedy's pace naturally is just a little bit more forward than Rikki's. And so she has decided she has to pass. And that's both, you know, showing the natural rhythm of both horses, because I think it looks good on both of them, but also the difficulty as the rider in the class. On these two specific mares.
They're very different, very polar opposites.
Yes.
Especially in this gait.
Yes. I like her flat walk is more forward. I
Yes.
think she looks beautiful. I think it sets her apart. As the rider, it sucks because
Yes.
she's like, I'm going to walk fast. You can't make me not. Rikki, I think her walk's just a walk. Like, it's just fine. She's just listening to your leg. Out of the two of them, I would prefer Rikki's walk as the rider, just because it's a little bit more trustworthy.
It very much so. And you can push her. You have to
Yes.
say, let's walk. Kennedy, you have to say,
Please walk.
Please.
Please. Next up is the jog. The jog should be a 2-beat motion. It should be the diagonal feet hitting the ground at the same time. It should be very slow. Ideally, you want a very relaxed head carriage, top line. You want the pace to be very even. Consistency is arguably one of the most important things about the Western Pleasure class. So whatever pace and picture that you choose, you want that to be what it looks like the whole way around. These two could not be more different at this specific gait, at the jog, at the 2-beat motion. So I would say Rikki is a little more slinky. Slinky would be the word. Whoa. And a little more like front and back. Whereas Kennedy has this gorgeous lift always. And so she keeps this really good rhythm. I think that's just the difference in them. She's more up and down, very, very like 2-beat. She's still true to her jog, just a little more,
A little longer.
a little longer. Who do you prefer jogging on?
When Kennedy's locked in, it's real
pretty
comfy.
special.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
She, again, just feels a little more like you can push on her,
Yes.
but I also prefer Kennedy's jog. Next up, you're gonna see the extended jog, which is not meant to be a true trot where they track up. It's just meant to be a moderate extension of the jog gait. So still a 2-beat motion, just a little more forward. This gait is used to exhibit two things with your horse in a class. One, they want to see what it looks like extended. They want to see the quality of the movement, but they also want to see control. So they want to see that you can push your horse out into a more extended version of the jog, but then also bring them back and maintain that consistency and maintain that picture. That's just such a good gait for both of them. Like, that's just such a standout thing that they both are so good at, and yet it's just so different. Like, she's got this really big like push off once you get her out of the jog and into the moderate extension. Like, she feels, again, just a lot more predictable, a lot more like I can just set my hand down, set back, and like push. Kennedy, it's so pretty. It is so pretty and gorgeous and all the things, but it's like, again, please, Kennedy,
Yes.
please stay here.
Please don't run off.
What's your take on Kenneth versus Rickety?
Did you say Rikki? I would say I would prefer her extended jog, just because to me it's got like a really good like a trail horse feel to it. Like there's like loft and smoothness to it. This one, because her hind end is always so strong, it's just a little harder
to ride.
Harder to ride, yes.
Looks wise,
I think it's pretty fancy. I mean, it's
pretty
fancy.
comparable.
Yes.
Between the two.
Oh yes.
Like
Again,
I would,
different styles, but
that's the hardest part about judging is you can have two horses that are very good at their craft, but they look completely different. They're doing the gaits correctly. They're doing what like the standard is speed wise, head level wise, all the things. And they can still look so different. They can be so fancy in different ways. And that's so hard to judge.
Yeah.
I still think Kennedy's got the W looks wise.
yes.
I think so. Now we're going to lope both ways. So we're going to start with the right lead, which is, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, it's Rikki's stronger way, Kenneth's weaker way. The lope is a 3-beat motion, so you'll see the outside front leg and the inside hind leg hitting the ground at the exact same time. The other 2 legs have their own beat. That signifies that it is a clean 3-beat motion. So this is their right lead, meaning their right front leg is extending the most. This is judged on both quality of movement and consistency of the gait. It's hard for me to commentate without watching them side by side. That is her marchier way, generally speaking. I think you had her pretty soft. So she's out of shape. Rikki's out of shape. So I feel like it's a little unfair right now because she was a little probably loaded in the front end.
Yes.
Versus her norm. Normally I think she'd be a little more stood back. But she's just got this like, you wouldn't think when you're on her that her hock is as big as it is. Mm-hmm. Like she really drives and you don't feel it as the rider as much as her.
Like you said, it's hard to compare because this mare's just got a couple rides after being a mommy. For as out of shape as she is, she looks absolutely amazing.
Right.
But again, they're just 2 different horses.
Right. She's just softer. Mm-hmm. She's just a cloud.
Yep.
So soft to the ground. But in my opinion, there is this extra fancy that just comes from the power that Kennedy has.
Yep.
Even to her like quote unquote weaker way where she gets a little too up and down.
Well, and I think too, when you're looking at the class as a whole, it's about the picture. Mm-hmm. And I think that Kennedy's neck and head is a different picture than Rikki. I love Rikki.
Rikki does have a good expression though.
Yeah, very
good
good
expression. They both
expression.
have good expressions. Yes. But if you're going over like, if you're watching them both like a hawk the entire time, this one's going to win out on
way more
consistency. And just
yes.
hanging her head and having her ears up.
Yep.
And, yeah. All right. One last one. We're going to give you the left lead. So just like the right lead, we want consistency, level top line. We want fluid motion. We want a correct 3-beat. And while, yes, we want a balanced horse, we want a really light, fluid front end, a deep driving hawk. But then you got to go back to the basics. And it really is about the whole picture and the ride itself being a pleasure. That was a good one because they were both kind of like close to each other.
Yeah.
She has to go a little bit more forward right now for strength reasons. Like she can go slower, but at the same time, I like her moved out. I like them both moved out. The only thing with Kennedy that's so hard, she tends to just go flowier, longer, can get a little strung out. Mm-hmm. That's just a strength issue. To me, Kennedy, it's once you get it, it's amazing, but it's so hard to get her to like do this versus this.
Yeah. She just gets a little tight.
Yeah.
Sometimes. But when you get her locked in, you can get her there.
That's just
that reach.
I mean, in retrospect, like I was looking at pictures last night and she still had a baby on her side a year ago today. Mm-hmm. So they're both not at like their peak performance. Kennedy's getting closer. Like yeah. We've been figuring her out and getting her fit and like she looks fantastic. But you know, in all reality, she was in the pasture 5 months ago, like completely not being ridden, completely feral. So this one is just kind of where she was at a few months ago.
Yep.
And so I'm very curious if she stays all comfy and nice, what she's going to look like after a few months.
I'm super excited.
So we'll probably have to redo this little comparison once they're both locked in.
Yeah.
So let us know in the comments. I want to know your reasoning. I don't want to just hear, I like Rikki, I hate Kennedy. Like, we need to hear some reasoning behind why you like one versus the other, because truly they are both amazing horses. They've both won the Congress. They've both won the NSBA World. They are both fantastic. They're just different. Let us know in the comments who If you had to choose one to show, which one would it be?